On the last week of January, I was probably where you were, looking for what's really the right business opportunity for me. And I responded to this ad. Are you passionate about business and helping others? And 13 years later, at the core of what we do, that's still relevant. We're looking for passionate people that are passionate about helping others, making a difference, but also really enjoy and like business. And I'll take you on a journey to let you understand what was some of my reasoning, my understanding, my decisions that I took, and why this brand was right for me and why it might be right for you. So let's engage in this journey of the 7 benefits of partnering with ActionCOACH as I see it. Most importantly is probably the global vision of this company, world abundance through business re-education. And really the reality is not many of us grow up in that environment of abundance. But with the right skills, the right understanding, the right support, abundance is really possible. And it's probably the driver for all of us, what we're trying to achieve on a daily basis. So definitely go to the website, really unpack and understand how the vision applies for you. Whilst you're there, go through our 14 points of culture that kind of manage how we go about achieving that vision. Because if we work together and we do go through that process of business re-education, the reality is I believe firmly that we will bring about world abundance. Before bringing ActionCOACH to South Africa, I'd already understood the power of a brand and how important it's not to be that kind of fly-by-night, that one-man band that the world is kind of moving away from. And a real attraction for me was the fact that this is a global organization, an organization that has been around since 1993, that today operates in over 75 countries, and that whilst I'm important as the catalyst or the contributor or the vehicle, I have the support of a global organization. I have the support and understanding of a brand that's been there, done that, and that has been at the coalface of developing entrepreneurs for so many years. It is our uniqueness today, it was in the past, and for sure will be in the future. Whilst I myself was quite experienced before coming to ActionCOACH, it's the opportunity to take one's experience and really enhance that. But the training that one goes through is quite substantial, and it's not just a training course. It starts with literally 4 weeks of pre-training, prepping you for the training as well as the first steps of starting your business. A really intensive 10-day certification process where the hours are quite ridiculous, and it is like drinking from the fire hydrant. But then you form part of the team, and whilst you're getting your business up and running and you're starting to earn income, a very clear and concise 12-week training program, so that you've literally got the 4 weeks, the 10 days, plus the 12 weeks. And that's really just our certification process. From there, it includes lots of ongoing training, development, continuing professional development, so that I too grow as I'm imparting that growth with my clients and the community at large. Ray Kroc, when he started McDonald's, he really coined the phrase, being in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And I think that's the opportunity that franchise really brings. But it's really being part of that community of ongoing support. So we not only provide the same benefits to you as a coach within the team as you would to entrepreneurs out there, your own coaching, your own mentoring, but a whole range of ongoing support, both in an individual and a group scenario, so that you are continuing to grow and develop. Because with that growth and development, you become a better coach, you become a better business owner, and you're able to impart that in a congruent and consistent fashion to the clients that you'll work with. Our coaching model is probably a little different to most of those out there, in that it does have content, it does have a system, it does have tools and processes. Because the reality is, whilst you might have the correct answers that lie within you and I can coach you through that, the business environment is a little bit more dynamic. So we have a model that has been proven over decades in various countries and continents around the world that works. And therefore it's that system that we get to use that grows and develops entrepreneurs and can almost guarantee success every single time. It is probably a combination of coaching, mentoring, dare I say even consulting and training up front. And as our relationship with a business owner evolves and as we get to really that trusted advisor role, we then see it morphing a lot more into pure coaching because we've earned the right to do the longer term, more transformational stuff. While it's not necessarily something that people look at when coming to this business, it's definitely something that I appreciate today still, and that becomes the reason people stay. And that's the community of coaches, both at a local level, at a national level, as well as an international level. The ability to tap into a multitude of different personalities, experience and skill levels, so that I'm not on my own in my own scenario dealing with my own issues, but I have literally the world's best of the best to tap into. They're there to support me, they're there to nurture me, they're also there to push me, dare I say, when I really need that good kick in the butt, so that I too am growing all the time. And it's both taking from that community but also giving into that community that makes us the world leaders at what we do. We really have a business because people have a skill to make a product or a service when they go into business. The dear old plumber opens a plumbing business, the chef opens a restaurant. Hell, even a doctor who's probably the most educated in the Southern African context goes into private practice more often than not. It's those overall skills that one lacks. And therefore, whilst we are a business coaching organization, we don't just give you the training. We sell you a business of becoming a business coach. Not just the transactional and transformational elements to running a business and coaching individuals, but how do you turn this into a business? How do you get clients? How do you keep clients? How do you make sure that you deliver value? And therefore, as a business owner yourself, ensuring that you get a return on investment, that you're paid what you're worth, whilst you're busy living your legacy and making an impact for others.